What's wrong with, this is number 8 here. What's wrong with this one? Why is this one, it sounds really close to the truth. You're doing a good job if you're picking up it's not true. What's wrong about it?
Because it's not saying it's 95% chance it's the 42 students. It's saying all the students.
Yeah, exactly. It's the 95% chance of the 42 students? No, remember, I don't even know those 42 students. I don't care about those 42 students and how many coats they own. I'm using them. I'm just a user of those 40. That's what we're doing in stats. We're just a user, right? We're just using a group of people to inform us about all of America or all of whatever. That's what statistics is always about. It's a very selfish profession. I'm just saying silly things to help it stick in your mind. Right? You're always using a sample to tell you about the whole population, aren't you? You're not highly interested in those 42 people. We don't care. We're saying there's a 95% chance that the true average of all college students is, the number of coats they own is somewhere between 3.1 to 5.2 coats. That's what we're saying. We're 95% sure that the real average for all college students is 3.1, not those 42. That just helped me find out about the real thing, right? They're trying to fool you with those words. That's how they'll try to fool you. That good? Looks like it's pretty good. I won't ramble on and on. I think you got it. All right, number 9. 95%. So we're going to vote again. You ready? 95% confidence interval for the mean number of miles that college students live from campus was computed to be 0.9 to 2.3. So 0.9 to 2.3 miles from campus. Then, here, does it mean this? They're saying a randomly selected college student will have a 95% chance of living between 0.9 and 2.3 miles from campus. This one a no. Why is this one a false? It's more tricky here. They're not making the same error they made last time. They're not saying, those 20 people or whatever. They're not doing that. What's wrong with this one? 95% chance? Random, that's random college student. That's from all college students. So what's wrong with that? It's just not what we're saying, huh? That's not what a confidence interval is. Maybe it'd be best if we say what it is. That's probably the best way. We are 95% confident. We're 95% confident that the true average for all college students, the true average distance they live from campus, for all college students is from 0.9 to 2.3. We're not saying there's a 95% chance if you grab somebody at random. We're saying we're 95% sure that the real average is somewhere between 0.9 and 2.3. Does that make sense? We're 95% sure the real average. So that's close. Subtle. We good there? So I think writing out the real thing, that's how they say, do you know how they teach people to catch counterfeit money? Banking people, you might have heard this, kind of a famous statement. Do you know? Has anybody heard it before? How do they train banking people to recognize counterfeit bills at a bank and not take them? Do anybody know? They train them on all the weird varieties of self-printed money? They actually don't. They have some instruments, of course, they have some tools, but they also hand train them because a lot of times it's just with their hands. They got to be quick, and what they do is they just have them spend lots of time with the real thing. That's really how they train them. They get so familiar with real bills that when something's different, they can just see it and feel it right away. So that's what I'm saying here. Same thing. Just really know what a confidence interval really is. And then I think you'll recognize the counterfeit when they try to change it up on you. It's whatever percent, you're 95% confident that the true average for all, that's what you're always doing with a confidence interval. 95% that the true average for all. That's what a confidence interval is. A Gallup survey based on telephone and face-to-face interviews with 4,220 adults in China aged 15 and older suggests that 30% smoke regularly or occasionally. The following is also noted. One can say, quote, one can say with 95% confidence that the maximum margin of sampling error is 2.1 percentage points. End quote. Which of the following is true based on the results of this survey? So this one's a little more tricky. Which of the following are true? First one. If the sample size was larger, the margin of error would be larger as well. Is that true? If the sample size was up, then the error would be up as well. No. Larger samples make more precise statements, less error. No. That one's a no. We're not going to bubble out. Next one. We are 95% confident that 25.8% to 34.2% of all Chinese adults smoke. Where are they getting those numbers?
We're trying to do a standard deviation, but it's not even right.
Well, what are they doing? I'm not even sure, honestly.
They're just throwing random numbers out.
Okay, let's move on. We'll say probably no. Let's move on. C, or the third one. If we were to randomly sample another group of 4,220 Chinese adults, we would find that exactly 30% of them smoke as well. No, that's a crazy statement. You're not going to get exactly 30. That's dumb. Next one. We are 95% confident that 27.9 to 32.1% of all Chinese adults smoke. Is that what we're saying?
Makes sense.
Where are they getting those numbers?
2.1, if you read the third line down, it's basically saying standard deviation in the longest form possible.
Sampling error, you mean?
Yeah.
Sampling error, yeah. Right? They said 30% smoke, 30%, give or take 2.1%, right? Right here. Sampling error is 2.1%. So they thought the average was 30% for the people they talked to. And if you go 30 minus 2.1 to 30 plus 2.1, you're going to get 27.9 to 32.1. That's where they got those numbers. Yeah, that's what they're saying. We're 95% confident that that percentage of Chinese adults smoke. That's exactly right, because it's age 15 or older in China. That's exactly what we're saying. Does that make sense? You recognizing that? Is that good?